Traders, good morning. This is Zelman here on December 9, 2014, roughly 10:23 in the morning. I posted another tutorial on YouTube and on WorldTraderCircle.com. The last trade we were short was Alibaba, but we got out yesterday at roughly 105.13. Gap down, hit that 102.50 target price, and trailed back up. However, the market is down. The Dow's down 172 plus points. It looks like Netflix is trailing down. So we got a couple of things over here that's ticking lower. Okay, 101.20 was the low for Alibaba. And now we're just looking at this. I'm not saying we're gonna jump the gun and get into any position. See what Zillow's looking like. This is Zillow, and we'll look for something to get into. Pause it right here, provide you guys another update soon. But before I pause, I just want everyone that's watching this tutorial, that will be watching this tutorial, we risk anywhere from $300 to $350 per trade. Okay, that's our risk management on the trade basis. So whenever I enter a position, and let's say we're buying Alibaba. Let's say we buy Alibaba at 104.03, right? We're looking for a $300 risk. So if I place my stop order at 102.40 and we long at 104, we're taking how much risk? About $1.60. Well, how many shares can you get for and risk $1.60 to risk no more than $350? About 150 shares, right? $320 or something of that nature. Okay, so remember, each risk we associate ourselves with is each trade we associate ourselves with is with the risk tolerance per trade moving forward. I'll pause here, provide you guys another update real soon. We'll try to get into some positions, either long or short. Traders, Zelman here again. It's 10:51 in the morning, December 9, 2014. I want to pick up Zillow at this price, okay? So we want a long Zillow right here at 114.92, and where we're placing our stop order, a penny below the low of today, okay? So our stop order is 110.70, okay? So that's our stop at 110.70. And the reason why we're longing this, and just in case you're not sure where the low is, it's right here. You see 110.71, a penny below that. At 110.70. And, we place an order at 114.92. We got filled at our 9.2s. So we like this long just because if you look at the previous tutorial prior to this one that ended on December 8th and was posted on December 8th on YouTube and on WorldTradingInstitute.com, you'll notice why this is a long to us, okay? It was in this trading range. I speak a lot about the reasons why Zillow can go higher. And if you really want to know, I recommend you to look at the previous tutorial prior to this one. Okay? It seems like Alibaba is forcing its way back up to about break-even territory, a couple of pennies away, about 60 cents away from its yesterday's close. So, it's taking back a good portion of losses. I would say just about 3 points right now. Okay, so Netflix looks like it's doing the same, trying to cover its losses. Okay, so this huge drop, the market's down about 166 points right now, but this huge drop pushed everything lower. All right, we suspected that with Alibaba yesterday, and I even made comments about Zillow, how it could go lower, but we're uncomfortable because it's in this trading range and it could drop, but we have to see what happens. But for Alibaba, we had our target price at 102.50. But after this move yesterday, I guess a minute left until the close, I stated to execute out of position, because if it gapped up, we would have been taken out. Our stop order was above this level right here, right? So it was at 105.60. So 105.65 actually, right here. You see where this trend line is. So we wanted to get out because it dropped, and sometimes stocks gap up and take you out before they go down. However, it did hit our target price of 102.50. Too bad we couldn't wait till this morning, but that's part of trading. If you're uncomfortable about a position, you should get out of that position. Okay? I'll pause it here. Remember, we're long Zillow right now at 114.92 with a stop order at 110.70. Remember, the risk reward ratio. So if I'm risking if I'm buying at 114.92, let's say 115, and my stop order is at, let's say, 111, give or take, right? How much I'm risking? 4 points, right? So how many shares can I pick up if I'm risking 4 points? 80 shares, right? Why? Because 80 shares multiplied by 4 points is close to $300. Not necessarily 300. So I think a little more, maybe 320 or something like that. Okay, let's do the calculations for you. Okay, so we got 80, right, times 4 points. 320. Okay, so it's fine. Average, either no more than 350, 320, 280, 300, 310. They're all fine. They're not gonna nickel and dime here. But an average of risking anywhere from 3 to 350 maximum per trade. All right. So I'll pause it here. Remember, we are long Zillow. I'll provide you guys another update soon.
Hey traders, it's 3:08 in the afternoon, and I have Zillow up here. Pretty much battling its highs of the day, trailed up sideways, and fearing higher. It seems like the rest of the market's doing the same, but it looks like the Dow is not behaving currently similar to the rest of the markets. It has a similar pattern, but the Dow's still down. However, Netflix is up right now. Zillow's up, and Alibaba exploded today from its open. So it's right over there. It's up about almost 2 points and a quarter, but at one point it was down several points. Okay, and take a look at JetBlue. Everything's higher. Well, not everything's higher, but everything has a momentum where it's trying to push it upward momentum right now after today's market collapse at the open. We'll see where it moves forward. There's another 50 minutes before the market closes, so maybe a lot more sellers could step in and try to trail it back down. And if they do that, there's a possible short for tomorrow morning into next week. But if they hold here, maybe the buyers will step in and try to push up the market once again from completely collapsing. I'll pause it here and provide you guys another update soon. Traders, it's 4 o'clock. Market just closed. Zillow's at 117.97. Remember, we longed it at 114.92, so we're up about close to 3 points or so on Zillow. The market looked like it also tried to end up, well, it's still down for the day, but it still tried to make a force up move. And, we could see possible longs again tomorrow. I'll pause it here, and I'll provide you updates sometime tomorrow during market trading hours. Remember, the only position we're in is Zillow, and we longed that at 114.92, and we placed our stop at 110.70, and currently it's at 117.97. I'll provide you guys another update tomorrow. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com.
Traders, good morning. 11:18 in the morning, December 10, 2014. Zillow's trading opened up trading sideways. Looks like it's forming a bear flag. That's not good for our long, but this is a short-term play. Looks like. I'll just put some guidelines over here. There's one. There's two. Maybe we'll increase our stop order below 116. I'll let you know. For Netflix, let's go short market value. Okay, let's go short market. It's at 340.51 by 340.72. Let's hit the market, pick up some shares, and there we go. Well, we got some 340.80 prints. So we're short Netflix at 340.80. Okay, and where are we placing our stop order? Anybody know? Well, it's not today's high, it's yesterday's high. Okay, so today's high is 344.73, but yesterday's high is 343.50. Oh, excuse me, 345.36. So we're gonna use the stop order at 345.36. Right? Let's see if that was correct. So our stop order is 345.37, a penny above yesterday's high. I'll pause here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, let's get in short Alibaba right now. We're shorting ticker symbol BABA. We're getting at market price at 105.95. So be patient. Well, there we go. We got our 105.95. Okay. So we're short 105.95. Where's our stop order? There's two levels of stop order, but we're going to take the higher one. Okay. So I'll put a guideline. This is the first level. Oh, that's the first level where your stop should be. Okay. But we're going to put it on the second one. Our stop order will be placed above here, which is a penny above yesterday's high. And I'll tell you which one was it, 107.87. So 107.95, so we'll do 108. Okay, our stop order is 108. And now we're short Alibaba, we're short Netflix, we're still long Zillow. Skeptical, Zillow looks like it could go either way here. So, we don't want to get out of position and it takes us out, then goes higher. These are two support levels. This is the first support level. This is the second support level. Obviously, the last support level is right here, but our stop order is a penny below this tail right here, right? Our stop order is at 110.70. Okay, so let's trail back. Let me show you what that looks like. Let's go to the daily. So our stop order is you see it's low 110.71. Yesterday's low. Our low is a penny below that. And I don't know what I did. I did something by accident. Oh, I know what I did. Ball, guideline. This is where our stop is. Well, a little bit below that. Okay, now let's go back into the 10-minute, 1 day. You see it's still holding around that trading range. Bob was short, looking good for us. Netflix still trading sideways, but it looks like it's heading our way. We also got a bear flag for Netflix, just like Zillow. Okay, but this bear flag is still, there we go, something like this. This bear flag still hasn't traded like Zillow. So we also have somewhat of an M wedge, but didn't break through the M wedge. Alright, so we'll see what happens here. It's in this trading range. And I think that's good enough. Alright, so we'll see what happens here. I'm going to pause it here and provide you guys another update soon. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Trading courses are available right now. Guys, quick update. Just wanted to let you know for Netflix. Remember, we short at 341.83 and we put out stop at 345.37. It's about 3.5 point risk, so we could pick up 100 shares. Be about $350 risk if it stops us out. For Alibaba, we got in short 105.95 is 108. Okay, we placed our stop at 108, so that 150 shares because about $1.50 risk multiplied by 200 shares is $300. Alright, so that's our trades for these two, our risk reward ratio. We got 150 shares for BABA, and we got about 100 shares for Netflix, and remember we got 80 shares for Zillow. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, 12:21 in the afternoon. I want to trail up my stop for Zillow to 115.90. All right, so we're trailing up. I'll stop with Zillow at 115.90. It's at 116.30 right now. We bought it at 114.92, so we made about a point if it stops us out. Okay, I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, Zelman here, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, December 10, 2014. Look what happened to Zillow. Stop this out. Remember, our stop order on Zillow was, we trailed it down. Our stop order on Zillow was originally 110.70, and then we increased it to 115.90. So we made about a point, okay? Remember, we only had 80 shares long, so we made about $70 or so, which is pretty much break even to me. However, let's take a look at Alibaba. Down today, remember we shorted Alibaba at 105.95. We placed a stop order at 108 even. Right now, it's at 104.85. Okay, so we're up about a point on Alibaba. And now let's go to Netflix. We shorted at 341.83. We placed our stop at 345.37. And currently it's at 337.83. Okay, so we're up a few points on Netflix on our shorts. Okay, so I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update real soon. It looks like Zillow's gonna either trail a little lower, but we really are unsure with Zillow because we have this reversal play with this
pattern over here formed and this huge trend downtrend right there. So it's indecisive. It might be trading around these levels. If it goes down, fine, we made a point. If it goes up, it still doesn't make a difference. We made a point. However, now we're short Alibaba and Netflix, and we'll see what both brings us. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Courses are available now for all of 2015 monthly sessions. Traders, providing you a quick updates, 2:25 in the afternoon, December 10, 2014. Alibaba dropping sharply lower. Lows of the day currently. Alibaba's down $3.50, just about a little over 3% down for the day. Remember, we shorted Alibaba at 105.95. Currently, it's at 104. Okay, for Netflix, we got in short at 341.83. It's at 337.85. Right now, it's down just about 5.5, almost 6 points for the day, almost down 2%. For Zillow, right over here to the left, right here, Zillow. Remember, we placed our stop order below this tail right here. Place a penny on the below this right here, 116. Well, it was 116. I believe it was, 115.90. So somewhere around here, just let's look for that low, this 116.11, 116, here you go, 115.95. Okay, so we placed it 5 cents lower at 115.90. It took us out, and then now it's at 114.31. So it dropped about almost $1.50 from where we got out. So, but we profited about $70, $75 or so. That's break even for us, but you know what? It's better than losing on a trade, right? You know, as long as you stay positive, that's what counts. You're not going to get all the time. You're not going to reap the 5, 7, 10, 15 point move on Zillow, Baba, and Netflix. But if you can get out for a profit before it goes against you, that's just as good, okay? I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update real soon. The Dow's down 232 points, Nasdaq down 62, S&P down 27 points. Broad-based decline, we expected this in our previous tutorial. We're in short, both Netflix and BABA. I'll pause it here. Traders, 4 p.m. market just closed. Let's take a look at Netflix and BABA. Remember, we got out of Zillow for about a point, made about measly break even, $70 on the plus side. For Netflix, we short at 341.83. It is right now at 334, so we made close to about 7 points and change. For Alibaba, we shorted at 105.95. Right now, 103.76. I'm not going to change out stop orders. I'm going to keep them the same coming to tomorrow's trading day. I'll provide you guys another update sometime just during market hours. Traders, good morning, 11:20 a.m., December 11, 2014. It looks like the market's headed higher this morning, all right? The market's up 204 points. Yesterday, the market closed down about 225. All right, so let's take a look at BABA and Zillow and Netflix, okay? Well, Netflix was on this side, so we'll put everything back the way it was. BABA was in the center. Zillow was where it was, okay? So let's take a look at the 1 minute. The 10-minute one day. Looks like there's resistance over here, hanging man, at the highs of the day. So we'll see what happens at 106.59. Over here, it looks like they're trying to form a bearish engulfing pattern on Netflix, but the red bar need to be a little bit stronger, so we got to see what happens moving forward. And for Zillow, we're out. Remember, we made just under a point yesterday before it crashed. I believe we got out right here. And dropped yesterday over here to already try and trade up. Remember, Zillow's in the trading range. See, we have like a reversal head and shoulders play over here. So we have to wait and see what happens before we enter our position going long or short in Zillow. However, we're still short in BABA and Netflix. Remember, we got short in Alibaba at 105.95. It's a 106.05, just about break even right now. Remember, it's up about over 2 points for the day. And for Netflix, we got in short at 341.83. We're still up about 3 points actually from where it is right now. Obviously, it's up today. It's up about 4.5, almost 5 points for the day. But remember, it's 11:22 in the morning. There's another 4.5 hours left, a little bit more than 4.5 hours left before the market close. So hopefully, we'll see some further resistance moving forward into the afternoon to the close. We'll see what happens then. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update too. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Traders, 11:41 in the afternoon, December 11, 2014. Just providing you guys another quick update. I provided support and resistance lines for each stock. You'll see resistance for Alibaba right here. Let me just get out of the guideline. Right here at 106.67 with the support at 105.64. We got the same thing going on for Netflix. Right here, our stop or well, not our stop order, our resistance, the resistance level over here is at 340.60, and the support level on Netflix is 337.51. Well, a little higher than that. So let me just increase that. Around right there, 337.65. Okay, so that's where the resistance is. The support for Netflix. These two areas of support resistance. The stock is trading sideways. Whichever way it breaks, that way it shall head. Same thing for Alibaba. Same thing for Zillow. But remember, Zillow has a different pattern than the other two. All right, we have. Let me just. This is a daily. Each bar represents 1 day, and it's a 100-day chart right here, as you can see. Just pull up some trend lines. Let me show you what that looks like. We got this trend right here where it shows the resistance is broken, and then we have another trend that's similar to that. I just have to bring it down a little. All right, and this shows the resistance is not broken, so you gotta pay attention to which way it's gonna go. But you see, it could break that resistance soon, and then we have support level right here, and we have a resistance level right here, and another one right around here. Okay, so you see it's in this range, right? If it breaks through this downtrend right here and stays above this uptrend, it's heading higher. All right, so if we close this on the day chart above this trend line at this downtrend, which is, I would say, above, I guess, 118.70, 118.75, then this could be considered a buy. Okay, so we'll put this back on the 1 minute. I'll pause it here, excuse me, on the 1 day, 10 minute. I'll pause it here and provide you guys another update soon. Traders, 11:50 in the morning. As you can see, all stocks are at resistance levels. Zillow went to resistance level and trailed back down. Not much. You see Alibaba look like some reversal and W wedge play coming over here, but it's at resistance, so we'll see if it can trail back down here. And Netflix has a reversal play as well, a head and shoulders and a W wedge. But I think the resistance level is just as strong. I think we're good on our short for Netflix. I'm second guessing BABA, but I want to pay attention. Let's take a look at the markets right now. Let me show you how that's faring. Oops. Let me just do that again. Let's go to the Dow. Alright, so let me show you the Dow. This looks like resistance right here, showing another confirming resistance right here. So remember, the higher resistance is the strongest level. This is obviously the stronger resistance on the Dow right here. Okay, so we'll see what happens moving forward, but we're paying attention to this. It looked like possible M wedge, and then they try to give it a bull flag, but the last bar looks like it failed. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, but remember, oh, should go a little higher. Okay, something like that, something of that nature. Oh, my apologies. Okay, so something like this. I guess didn't break just yet. Ah, let's see. Trying to get it right for you guys. I apologize. Alright, something of this nature, right? That's what this bull flag looks like. So it depends what it does 10 minutes here. We'd like to see another red bar over here confirm that this resistance is stronger than this bull flag. Remember, we have another resistance at this level, and we have resistance here as well, and we have some resistance, a bunch of resistance on Netflix, and this one right here that's battling right now. So we got to see what happens moving forward. I believe it's still a short. I'm not getting out of my positions unless, you know, if the Dow breaks through this second bar right here, pretty much the highs of the day, then there's something for me to worry about, right? Because chances are these reversal plays will take an effect. However, if you notice, the MAC histogram's trailing down slowly after that high of the day, right? So hopefully it'll continue trailing down and will create more sellers into the Dow and, well, into the markets in general, and will help BABA and Netflix continue going lower. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Live trading courses are available right now. Go to our site and reserve your seat today. Traders, what I want to do for Netflix, I want to trail down our stop on Netflix, and I also would like to flip my order if my stop orders hit, okay? So remember, we're short, but we're going to go long if it hits our stop order. So our stop order is a penny above today's high at 340.91. We're adjusting it from the original 345.37 that we had it at. And remember, we got in at 341.83. So our stop order is at 340.91. And we'll also flip our order. If it hits through that price, we'll also go long at 340.91. I'll pause here, provide you guys an update soon. Traders, 12:23 in the afternoon, just providing you a quick update. If you notice, the bear flag for the Dow has been broken. But remember, when I tell you look at something, I need you to pay attention to everything that's going on. Let's just pay attention to the support level right here, okay? So now it broke through this uptrend. Let's see if it can break through the support level. You see how it peaked up to right here, and I think it formed a newer high over here. Let's just double check. 17,756.02. And yeah, it formed a new high here. So we'll see what happens moving here. This is the support level right here. This is the resistance level. The uptrend was broken, but we have to see if it can break through the support level as well. For Alibaba, it looks like there's a huge reversal head and shoulders in play. It's going to trade sideways here, possibly upward, if the Dow cannot crack over here. And it seems like we have also a reversal play in Netflix, and possibly also, well, there's a triangle pattern that's formed here. So it's no buyer or seller market based on this pattern. Well, you know what? Let me clear all this, remove all. Let's just start all over. All right. So there's this, and you see how it's trading, coming into a trading range. All right. So we need to look out at that. And remember, our stop orders over here. Right? If it hits our stop order, we go long, a penny above this line. We go long. And, well, we get out short and we go long, right? We'll probably make a few points here, but not so much. But however, if it stays that way and doesn't stop us out and goes lower and breaks through this uptrend, well, let me just provide another guideline, and breaks through the support level, then it'll head lower, okay? So these are the first key factors, the trends, and then the support and resistance level is the next key factor. All right, I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update real soon. Traders, 12:40 in the afternoon. The market is about to close this time frame, which just did. So let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Just close here. What is this? A doji at support? Really? You couldn't give me a red bar here? Just a little bit. You had to give me this? You know, I don't like that. But it does look like it's trading sideways also. And right here, look like it formed a little resistance. Let me just bring this line up right here, show you what that looked like. However, it still looks really, really bullish on Alibaba. So we have to wait and see. I would say this would be its good resistance level right here. And, you know, doesn't look good for our short over here. And for Netflix, you see how it's trading in this trading range. You see how it ticked down and then trailed right back up above this. All right, still above the uptrend. I don't like that. I like to see another red bar underneath it and close below the support level. That'll look good for us. So I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Hopefully, the market has peaked and it'll trail back down, for the second half of before the market closes. So we have another 3 hours and 20 minutes or so. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, it's 1:36 in the afternoon, and look what's going on right now. As you can see, Alibaba is still in its trading range. Showing some more support here. I really don't like. This go harm our short. We'll see what happens moving forward with Alibaba. For Netflix, you see how it's trailing above the support level? Just break through that support level. Just break it. Okay? Just break it. For some reason, I have this huge feeling that when Netflix breaks through 315, 320, it's going to collapse. And I believe in that. And hopefully we'll catch it on this trade going short. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Really don't like the way Alibaba's looking right now. But still a little early to tell, right? I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update. Traders, 2:06 in the afternoon, and look what the Dow is doing. The Dow broke through support. It looks like Baba's gonna break through its support, and Netflix is borderline of breaking its support level. Alright, so things looking good for us. It did peak today at its highs around here, as I believed it would. Caught a lot of people out of their shorts, flipped orders, and you know what? They're probably flipping back at going short or selling out of position right now. So we'll see what happens. I would like to see a red bar for these two, actually for all three. We got a nice head and shoulders, resistance, top over here, triple top. That's looking good right there for our short. Okay, so we got also resistance over here, but you see this doji? I don't like this doji. All right, that's support. I want a red bar. I want a red bar. I don't like break-even bars. These are break-even bars. I want to see red. I like to see blood when I'm shorting. Okay? I really don't, but yeah, I like to see red bars when the market's going. When I'm shorting, I expect the market going down. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update real soon. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com to receive 10% off of your next trading course or the trading course of your choice at WorldTradingInstitute.com. Use coupon code 2015. That's 2015. You'll save 10% off of the trading course that you choose of your choice. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, 2:35 in the afternoon, to December 11, 2014. Right now, the market's headed lower, is up 200 plus points, heading lower right now. We have both Alibaba and Netflix heading lower as well. It looks like we're going to see both of them drop possibly tomorrow morning, heading into next week. So we'll see what happens. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update. Both Netflix and Baba going our way. The market's tanking once again. I'll pause it here and provide you an update sometime possibly after the market close. Traders, good morning. 10:42 in the morning, December 12, 2014. This is a Friday, the last day before the last trading day before the weekend. It looks like Alibaba shot up at the open, up about 1.5 right now. We'll see how far, if it heads higher. The Dow's down 133 points right now. Netflix, lower for the day, opened up lower, but battling break-even territory right now, just down a point. Remember, Netflix is at $333.65 right now, and we shorted Netflix at $341.83. What I'm going to do, remember, our stop orders at 345.37 for Netflix. For Baba, our stop orders 108 flat. For Alibaba, the high of the day was 107.45. We didn't get taken out. Hopefully, there's resistance around this area. And Zillow, remember, it's in this trading range. It could go either way, both ways. The Dow's down 135 points, but Zillow's up for the day. We'll see what happens. It'll look like a huge reversal plays in effect for Zillow. Maybe we'll pick some shares up before the end of the close today. I'll pause it here, provide you another update real soon. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Traders, 1:37 in the afternoon, December 12th, 2014, providing you guys another update. If you notice Zillow over here bouncing around, pretty much opened at where it opened, went to as low as 1428, opened at 1734 or close to it, and right now, well, went to as high as 11734, and it's pretty much battling where it opened, and it's at its highs or close to its highs at 117. Alibaba, remember, we long Baba 105.95 with a stop order at 108. Currently 105.95. It looks like hopefully this red bar closes here, gives us further resistance. Same thing with Netflix. We have a similar picture with Netflix and Alibaba. We got in at 341.83 with a stop order at 345.37. Netflix looks the same. We want to see a nice red bar here.
Netflix is up about 50 cents, excuse me, actually about up a 0.5%, and a little over $1.50 per share today, $1.63 right now. I'll pause here, provide you guys another update soon. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Traders, it's still Friday, December 12th, 2014, 1:52 in the afternoon. I just wanted to provide you guys an update. Remember yesterday where it went up at the morning for BABA, actually for everything, right? Went up at the morning, halted in the middle of the day, then traded down. Today, this morning, went up in the morning, well, traded down between its trading range, and seemed like it halted over here too. So hopefully we're going to see a continuation in a downward trend like there was yesterday before the market closed. Same thing for Netflix. See how at the open it went higher, trade sideways throughout the day, then declined. At the open went higher to about noon, trading sideways, peaked, trading sideways now. Hopefully this trend continues downward, right, before the market close. Hopefully, well, the Dow's down another 175 points today. So hopefully Netflix and Alibaba will go down. The market hopefully will continue dropping, maybe another 100 points. We'll see what happens. I'll pause here, provide you guys another update too.
Traders, 3:05 in the afternoon right now on December 12th, 2014. And look at Zillow. It's just like, I was hoping, I said we're going to try to buy this hopefully by the end of today. But look at this bad boy. Like, you know, can't even get on the rebound. But this does look good for buyers. This is good. Remember, depending what it does at the end of the day, we're going to try to buy it. We stood away because we got out of position earlier. We made, earlier in this tutorial, we made, I think, about $75 or so. We had 80 shares. We made just under a point or something of that nature. Okay? But it's stabilized, right? I believe we got out right here at this high right here. Then it stabilized, dropped down over here, and see how it's trading sideways? In the beginning of the tutorial, I told you this was going to happen. We're planning to see the time differential between this shoulder and this shoulder with this head in this area. But those huge resistance levels, and this one was broken, and it looks like this one's about to break. That's positive. Two separate areas of downtrends confirming that it's broken, and it's still trading sideways like this shoulder, but it's soon gonna come into end, especially if it breaks through this resistance. So the risk-reward ratio is looking good right now. If we were long, but we want to wait till the end of the day. Okay, now let me go back to 10-minute and 1 day. Look at this. I'm just hoping for a pullback so I could get in. That's why we're waiting till maybe 10 minutes before 4. It could even explode from here, right? But we'll see what happens. It trailed up enough and hoping for some type of bounce back. But look at Alibaba and Netflix. It looks like they're showing a different picture. Zillow dropped over here around, I would say, noon and recovered, actually went positive, right? Where Netflix started out positive, opened up pretty much higher, went positive in the morning, declined and pretty much stabilized. They're still positive today, but they flatlined. Excuse me, that's for Alibaba. For Netflix, gap down lower, went positive somewhere around noon. So look at this inverse relationship, okay? Pay attention. See this? It seems like they're doing opposites, right? And as you see, Zillow seems like it's still going higher, and currently Netflix looks like, well, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say it's not looking too healthy right now for Netflix. Zillow looking healthy. Alibaba, it also doesn't look as healthy. Let me show you some key factors for them. Okay, so I'm gonna put some guideline. Oh, well, I already had guidelines. So this is its base right now, right? Let's just bring this over here. This is its base right now. Let's go to the trend lines. Let's take a look at it. Downtrend. This is just for the 1 day, so don't get too excited. All right. Now, if you see the uptrend is broken right here, and you can do theoretically the same for Netflix, but Netflix trend line is somewhere around here, right? Oh, okay, and we got the same thing. We'll put a guideline right here, support level.
resistance level right here. And you can make another argument that there's another resistance level right there. Okay? So, and if we're going to take things a little further, crying out loud, we got a downtrend right here. Alright? Something of that nature. I'm not going to make it perfect. Alright. So, right now, this is what it looks like for the three stocks. Alright? As you can see, Zillow exploded. I mean, these aren't even accurate resistances. I would say this was accurate resistance. And actually, whoops. Oh, come here. There we go. This was actual resistance. I do apologize. And this was support. Well, this is support right now here. And I could put another one over here. But I'm not gonna. But you guys get the idea. You could put one here too, but whatever. So this is where the Zillow's support levels are. There's no really resistance levels on the 1 day right here. But if you look back and look 7 day, well, you got resistance right here. You got resistance right here, right? But when you continue going further back, it looks stronger and stronger. It looks like it's ready for a breakout. Okay, so let me go back into 10-minute 1 day, and so we'll just continue looking at Zillow. I'm looking for a bounce before the close too long, but as you see, Alibaba and Netflix showing a different picture. Zillow's going on upward, has an upward pattern. Baba flatlined. We're still waiting to see if it could break the support level so it can continue going lower. Same thing for Netflix. Netflix is positive for the day. I mean, they're both positive for the day, but you know they're pretty much flatlined throughout the day after the early moves throughout the morning prior to the afternoon. All right, so we're trying to see both Alibaba and Netflix break through these support levels closing today. Looking at a daily bar, you know, if it closes, it will look really healthy. If it closes underneath that support level and forms, oh yeah, same thing goes for Alibaba. All right, so I'm hoping for both stocks to end up negative for the day before the close. And it looks like Alibaba is trying and Netflix is trying as well. The market is down 200 plus points right now. I would like to long Zillow on a bounce downward before the close as well. Okay, so pause it here, provide you guys another update probably around 3:50 in the afternoon. It's 3:11 right now. Traders, 3:31 in the afternoon, and take a look at Zillow. It just does not stop. It had over a 5-point swing from its low end. Its low was 114.28, its high is 119.27. What's that, 5 points right there? Really? 1 day and a half a day? Look at this. It's still going. I'm trying to get along on the bounce, but I can't. Okay, there's no bounce. But we have another 30 minutes, a little less than 30 minutes, about 25 minutes or so before we could hopefully it drops a little bit. Maybe gets around this level, underneath 117.60. I doubt it, but if it does, we'll jump in. Okay? Now, even if it closes here, it could gap lower coming Monday, but you know, we might not want to take that chance. So we'll see what happens, all right? For Alibaba, it still looks like it's trading sideways over here. I don't know why I have a 5-minute over here. But for Netflix, this is what it looks like. Okay, so it bounced over here. Looks like it got a minor bull flag / W wedge. We'll see what happens moving forward. This is a small buy signal, but remember, we want to see the resistance levels, right? It has to break this resistance level and has to break this one. Remember, our stop for Netflix is 345.37, but we can decrease it. Probably decrease it by the close of today. After the close of today, I'll pause it here and provide you guys another update soon. Traders, 3:49 in the afternoon, December 12, 2014. The market, the Dow is down 280 points right now. You can see both Netflix and Zillow trailed down. However, they're both still positive. We have another 11 minutes, or I would say a little over 10 minutes before the market closes, and we want both BABA and Netflix to be red for the day. Netflix just now negative 1 penny for the day right now. Oh, now it's up 20 cents. Now it's up 7 cents.
So it's battling negative territory right now. We're currently open, and we want the same for Alibaba. Okay, we have literally 10 minutes remaining, and Zillow finally trailing back. Hopefully, we could jump in with 2 minutes left before the close. The Dow's down 280 plus points right now. Let me put the Dow right here real quick in the center, just real quick. Show you what that looks like. There you go, lows of the day. We got a triple top, we got a head and shoulders, we got a huge downtrend. This is for the 10-minute one day. Look at that. Just straight up downwards, downwards. Oof. Look at that. You see that? It looks like the market's about to collapse. And shorting Netflix and BABA might be beneficial. Okay? And we'll see what happens here. Well, let me just go back. Let's do a 1 year. All right. So this is a weekly chart over here. Each bar represents 1 week, and obviously this time frame is total of 1 year, this whole chart. But each bar represents 1 week, okay? So you see how this is what the Dow did for this week. I'm talking about, you're looking at roughly, wow, 700-point decrease or close to it, about 650-point decrease, okay? So hopefully, we'll see what happens. I would like to see another huge red down day, red down week next week. That'd be nice for our shorts in Alibaba and Netflix. And let me just go back into Baba right here real quick. We got Netflix over here. See Baba right here? I don't want it to break even. I don't want to see a hammer at support at base level. I don't want to see that on the weekly chart. Today's Friday. Today's the last trading day before the market closes. And remember, I always said the longer the time frame, the stronger the bar. Okay, you'll hear this on my previous tutorials as well. So I want it to end up negative for the day, and it's up 24 cents. Netflix down 33 cents. Let's see what Netflix looks like on the weekly chart. Looking healthy for us, right? That looks like a healthy short for us. For new 52-week low, it looks like. Let's go to 1 year. No, not yet. But these are the 52-week lows. Like I said, if this thing breaks on the 315, it's going to collapse. And really, that's what I really want, all right? Because we're short. It could go as low as, I would say, 160. But that's a ballsy statement to say. Yes, being honest, it could go as low as 160, but it doesn't mean it'll hit 160. It could go to 220, 240, still, even 250, but it's still just as good. I believe it would at least should go close to $200 a share. But it can go as low as 160, maybe even lower. I understand you guys, people are telling me, oh, but they have great PE ratios, this, that, etc., blah, blah, blah. Well, let me explain something. Whatever goes up has to eventually go down, right? I mean, that's how markets work. So if this stock has been trading 5 years ago, maybe less, 3 years ago, at $10 a share, and it went up to $450 a share, do you think you're not going to exit out of position, especially if you're one of those investors and you see it went from 400 to 300 or 450 to 350? You think you're not going to panic and get out? Yeah, you made your money. You're trying to move on. Yes, I understand that PE ratios are good. That's fine, They're also investing their money into the markets. Hey, guess what? Markets are down, I believe 4% for the week or 5% for the week. They were expecting to make a quick 3-month, 6-month, quick short-term investment in the markets for a 3% gain. Well, they're already down about 4%. Okay, so I guess they're going to be holding on to their investment a little longer than they anticipated. All right, so they're a great company. I have Netflix myself. I think everybody out there has Netflix. They have great shows, but I honestly believe there has to be a pullback of some kind. Nothing goes up forever, and the patterns, and as a technical chartist, it's screaming lower. I mean, this is its borderline over here, right? it's at its bottom, but if it breaks through this bottom, it'll head lower. And that's what it looks like right now, okay? But we want them to close negative. That's what we want for both BABA and Netflix to close negative. If it doesn't close negative, well, if it breaks even or closes somewhat positive, it's gonna maybe create some movement for the buyers to jump forward into next week. Okay, so we want negative days. We want both to be negative. And for Zillow, we're still waiting for Zillow. I'm going to pause it here, see if it goes lower. We got 5 minutes left. I'm going to provide you guys an update, see if we could get in at a lower price. Traders, Zelman here. It's 3:58 in the afternoon, 2 minutes before the market closes. Okay, Zillow right now is at 118.24 by 118.29. The low of today was 114.28. So the looks of things, I'm just trying to see if it'll deteriorate here with another minute left. But the looks of things, yeah, come on, head lower, head lower. And we're waiting to see if these two can be negative for the day. They're both up about a quarter right now. Okay, they're both. And it's, it's a battle with these two. It's a battle. So we'll see what happens. And there's 1 minute remaining for Zillow. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to buy here. Okay, there we go. We're going to enter some orders. We're going to long the position. All right. So now we got in over here at 14. And now it's probably going to go to 10, knowing the fact that we got in at 14. Okay, so we're long at 118.14 Zillow, and our stop order is a penny below the low of today at 114.28. Okay, so how many points? What are we risking here? 4 points, right? So we only have 80 shares because remember our line is about $300. All right, our stop order is a penny below the low of today. And we have 80 shares long, not so much, but you see here, yeah, it's dropping here. Well, what, another here market close, 117.80. We got in 118.14. Thank you. Okay, so that's fine. I wanted it to go over here, pretty much underneath this line before we got out, but before we got in, but it didn't get us. You see, it went to 117.76. I wouldn't be surprised if it opens up at 116.20 next week. Okay, however, let's do a final update. Okay, so we got in 118.14 for Zillow. Okay, so we're long that, and our stop order for Zillow is a penny below today's low at 114.27. Okay, so now we have 80 shares. Okay, so that's Zillow. For Alibaba, we're still short. Let's just see how it looks. It's still up 14 cents for the day. Up, you see that? I don't like this. I'm happy that it didn't break even for the week, right? Because if it broke even for the week, I would be more nervous than I am right now. But since it was a negative week, I'm not that nervous. The daily chart also, it shows it shows any man's game right here. It's 50-50. It looked like it's stabilized at this level, but it's any man's game over here. Like I said, it's any man's land right now. And for Netflix, let's see what Netflix looks like. The market closed down 308 points today. Okay, so Netflix on the daily, this shows somewhat of a little support, but on the weekly, it shows that it has more room to run. So when we look at the weekly for both of these, this isn't considered a hammer of somewhat. It is, but for me, a hammer is more break even or a positive bar than a negative bar. Some will argue this is a hammer. I would say this is a hammer if it gaps up higher. So if it gaps up higher, this is a hammer at the open on Monday morning. If it doesn't, I think this is a fake, trying to get these people faked out over here. So you got to really pay attention. Okay, pretty much that's it. I'll pause it here. I'll provide you guys another update probably throughout the weekend somewhere. I'll adjust our stops over that recording moving forward into Monday's trading day. So enjoy the weekend and hope you enjoyed this tutorial.
Traders, good morning. It's Monday, December 15th, 2014, 11:05 a.m., and the market looks like it's heading lower. The Dow's only down 30 points, Nasdaq's down 17, S&P's down 3 points. However, Netflix looks like it just hit another 52-week low. It's at 327.56. Well, not a 52-week close, but yeah, you see this? Right there, it's past the 100-day low. Okay, so, but it's not, it hasn't, maybe. This is a 13-week. You see it hit a 13-week low. Let's take a. It's not. Didn't hit a 52-week low, but it's near the 52-week low. Remember, it breaks on the 315. It should drop even harder. So that's what we're looking for. Alibaba. Wait, just real quick. Netflix. Remember, we got in short at 341.83. Our stop order is 345.37. We're short 150 shares. Remember that. Okay, we can decrease our stop order, but I'll provide you guys another update with trailing out stop for Netflix. Okay, Alibaba, same thing. Alibaba, we got in short at 105.95, and we have a stop at 108. Today, it went up to 107.77. Seems like our stop was at accurate price, and it looks like it's trailing back down. Okay, current market right now is 105.36. We're up a little over 50 cents. I would say about 60 cents per share on Alibaba right now. Going short. For Zillow, remember we were long Zillow. We put a stop order. We longed at 114.92. Okay, our first stop order I believe was 110.70. Then we increased our stop order to 115.90. We had 80 shares and we paid, like I said, about 98 cents or so, about $75 or something of that, close to that nature. Okay, pretty much that. Oh. That's not it. Then we longed Zillow on Friday before market closed. We got in long at 118.14. Our stop is at 114.27. We have 80 shares in this as well. Right now, Zillow is up about 68 cents, about a 0.5% for the day. We'll see what happens moving here forward. It looks like it formed some type of resistance over here. But, however, this could be just a minor downward bounce before it continues to go higher. We'll see what happens here. We want to see this bar. You see how it crossed over this uptrend? That's good. Now we want to see this bar be a green bar. So we want Zillow to be positive for the day. All right, I'll put this back on the 10-minute real quick. And I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update real soon. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Live courses are available now. Please review them. And if you do want to take a course, by all means do so. An extra 10% discount. Coupon code 2015. That's 2015. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update. Traders, 11:51 in the morning, December 15, 2014, and the Dow is down 130 points currently, Nasdaq down 50, S&P down 16. I'll just put up the Dow right here where Zillow is all the way to the left, give you an idea what the market's looking like. And bang, the lows of the day today, right? This is a 10-minute. Take a look at this. See, this is all on the daily bar. Each bar represents one day. And look at this market collapse ever since, right? Okay, so this is good. I mean, we've been going short, right? Look, new low on Alibaba. Netflix forming a doji on top where the resistance is. This can head lower too. We can see another 200 plus point decline for the market today. Okay, so we have a lot of things going in our favor in our shorts for Alibaba and Netflix. For Zillow, not really, but if you notice, it's been hanging in there. It's been hanging around positive territory when the market's collapsing. All right, we've been paying attention to that last 2 days. Well, last 3 days, as a matter of fact, including today, if it stays positive. Right now, it just turned negative, down 14 cents for the day, right? Okay, just literally right now. So you see, it was positive for the day, and now it finally formed some type of negativity. However, compared to the rest of the markets, it's doing a lot better compared to Alibaba and Netflix. Like I said, we can see Zillow bounce a little lower. I do not think it will stop us out. I think it will head at over 121 before it touches 114. excuse me, before it touches 114.27. I was gonna say 114.50, but I was pretty sure it wasn't 114.50 the stop order. Um, okay, so we got a new low on BABA. We'll see what happens here. The markets are at its lows. I wouldn't be surprised if the market had somewhat of a bounce right here. I mean, nothing goes down forever. There has to be some type of sideways movement or maybe a bounce upward before it continues to go down. I mean, unless the market's just really, really, really terrible, And some people are going to blame the terrorist situation in Sydney today. Um, that has nothing to do with the markets, okay? The markets were going to fall regardless because if you pay attention to the markets, it's been stabilizing. And let me just go on the daily chart to give you. All right, so this was going on with the market. Remember this down period in our previous tutorials. Then it was going upwards, 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 and it started getting choppy, trading sideways, a little upwards, but choppy, trading sideways. All right, it's showing that the buyers are running out of steam, and the sellers are picking up. And that's what you're seeing. If you look at the volume, you see that, and now you see the sellers picking up, right? And that's why the market's heading lower. So what happened in Sydney today, regardless of some of these traders or whoever it is that you got an education or receiving an education from, that is misleading information. The markets would have collapsed, or I wouldn't say collapse, but would have dropped further today based on the market trends and market patterns of what that particular stock or that particular market seems like it wants to do, right? That's why we're analysts. We don't base it on news. Well, sometimes we do, but we don't base it on. It's very complicated. Let me try to put it this way, okay? Hurricane season, right? I would say from August till I don't know, October, late October or something like that, maybe November, okay? Usually hurricane season, hurricanes ruin pipelines, mess with production of oil and gas. That's when, and plus it gets cold into winter from summer to pipelines being broken to possible cold winter where gas and oil prices, except for this year, go up. What happens is um, the prices of gas and oil go up. Now, if there's a pipeline damage, a hurricane damages pipelines, what's going to happen to the value of oil and gas? It's going to go up, right? Because now there's less the supply coming in through the U.S. than what we anticipated and what we needed for our demand. Now, but however, right now everyone in the United States is, well, not everyone in the United States, but the United States is drilling for oil now. We're consuming our own oil. We're making our own reserves. We have a lot of oil, and oil and gas prices are going down. Why? Because there's a less demand out there. We have a lot of supplies now. Okay, so same thing. All right, so the market trends. A stock going Netflix going up from $10 to $450, and you don't expect a pullback? I mean, come on, let's be real. Okay, Alibaba is pulling back just because the market's turning around. Okay, same thing with the market. Markets were up for how long? It's not going to pull back. There has to be some type of pullback, and we got in at the right time. Okay, the fact that there's some threat of bombing going on in Sydney right now really didn't. Maybe it helped it go a little further downwards, so maybe a little faster, or maybe gave it a little push, a stronger push going lower. But it was not the cause or the reason for the markets to act this way today. The markets act this way today because it's simply making a bounce, a pullback, that it's healthy for the markets, okay? It really is healthy for the markets. It's better that we see small bounces here and there than it shoots up to the roof, and then all these people that invest in their 401k, blah, 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 they invest a lot of money for their retirement, and what happens is there's a collapse. 2007, 2008 market crisis was a perfect example, and a lot of people lost their fortunes. They worked their whole lives to retire, and they lost it in less than 3 months. Okay, so it's healthy that we have a downward bounce before things can start going higher. Everybody, a lot of people invest for their future into retirement. We're traders, so we're in, I would say, every day or other day for 2 weeks. Okay, so for us, it's a different game. But these people invest a long time. It's healthier for them if the market goes down a little bit before it continues to go up. We don't want to up straight move. And that goes for us traders as well, because if it just keeps going up, and we're just going to say to ourselves, like, well, pull back when, and we're going to start chasing, we're going to be more like investors, and then eventually we'll get burned. This is a trader's market. It's very healthy, and it's a very healthy thing that there's a bounce coming downwards, and it's not a continuation of up movement. But I'm expected to see up movement sometime after the New Year's into 2015, right? Maybe I would say after maybe in the middle or at the end of the first quarter of 2015 going to the second quarter, I'm predicting the markets continue to go up from there. But right now, let this pullback happen. It should consolidate, figure out what's coming for earnings play, Black Friday, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's, traveling, everything like that. And then the market will be ready coming in, I would say, sometime in the middle of January, maybe early February, once after all the earnings come to play. Now, I believe earnings are going to be fabulous, fabulous this year. Why? Gas prices are cheap. People have more money to spend. People are going to go on vacations. People are going to buy clothes. People are going to buy new systems, video games for the kids, whatever they need. Okay? So this should be a good year for retailers, airlines, technology. I would say across the board, and we'll see what happens, and we'll get the results. I would say late January, middle to late January in, and we can see great long expectations, hopefully starting the end of the first month of 2015. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Take a course with me. Take a course with me. I've been trading for over 15 years now, and you know what? Better learn from a pro than learn from somebody that's been trading for just a few years. 33 years old, started at 18 years old, worked on Wall Street at 18, been doing this ever since. Alright, I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Remember, coupon code 2015 and extra 10% off the courses that I provide at worldtradinginstitute.com. Traders, December 15, 2014, currently 12:51 in the afternoon. It looks like the market made its up bounce, and from here it looks like it's going to try to head lower. The Dow's down 53, Nasdaq's down 26, S&P's down 5.5 points. Alright, so I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update. Still haven't trailed our stops yet, but we will soon. I just don't see, I could push them down, but I'll give it some room to run. I want to see what they do, and I'll provide you guys another update soon. Let me just put up Zillow over here. This is the Dow to the left. Change it back to Zillow. Remember, we're long Zillow, and it's up $1.19 today, about 1% for the day, and we're short Alibaba and Netflix. Traders, December 15th, 1:27 in the afternoon. Just providing you guys that I believe the market was peaking and bouncing lower, so that does look good as well. Both in our favor right now. BABA has to push a little further, but doesn't look too bad. For Netflix, it looks healthy if it closes here or lower. For Zillow, we're long here, but it looks like it's forming some type of resistance. However, when I take a look at the daily chart, and I look at this trend with this reversal play. Let me just, you see this trend line is wrong. I got to fix it. Oh, and right there. You see, so it broke it. All right. But remember, we have to look at this support, this resistance level, hoping if it breaks this support resistance level right here, this key number above this level, should head higher. All right. So that's what we're looking for. It broke its downtrend. It's in this trading range. We broke two sets of downtrends, and it's between support and resistance. Hopefully, it breaks through the first resistance level, which I believe is a key factor prior to its going higher. I believe after this one breaks, the second one will break as well. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon.
Traders, 4 p.m. The market just closed literally 25 seconds ago. And just doing another follow-up update before the market close. And I'll continue this tutorial tomorrow during market hours. Zillow right here, up 31 cents, about up 1/4% for the day. Its highs was 121.25, its lows was 117.30, and closed at 118.30. Okay, remember, we got a long Zillow at 118.14, pretty much break even. Our stop is at 114.27. We have 80 shares long. And remember, we had 80 shares long going into Zillow in the beginning of this tutorial. We got in long at 114.92, and we got out at 115.90, made about a point per share on Zillow. For Alibaba, we're short Alibaba. Remember, we got in short 105.95. We have 150 shares short. We have a stop order at 108 flat. Currently, right now, it's trading at 104.76. Looking good. We'll keep our stop order at the same place. Today, it was at high. Its highs was at 107.77. Up just about 23 cents away from our stop order and trailed back down. The stop order seems to be in the accurate place. And the low was 103.70, trading at 104.76 for Netflix. We shorted at 341.83, and we have our stop at 345.37. We have 100 shares short. Right now it's at 327.05, and remember we got in short at 341.83. For Netflix, we'll readjust our stop order. Let me just take a look at it, see where can we readjust it. Just bear with me. Okay. And what we're going to do, we're just going to put it above, whoops, do apologize. Just go over here real quick. So what we're going to do, we're going to put it above, a penny above this high, which I think we currently have it at. No, we have it at 345.37. We can decrease our stop order to 339 flat, okay? So now we're trailing our stop for Netflix to 339 flat, okay? So that's our new stop order. We decreased it from 345.37 to 339 flat. Now, if it does take us out of 339, we made about $1.80 per share or so. Worst case scenario, if it takes us out. If it continues to go our way, as I believe it will, we will expect larger profits moving forward. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update sometime tomorrow. Trading hours on December 16th, 2014, which is a Tuesday. Take care, traders.
Traders, good morning. December 16, 2014, roughly 9:45 in the morning. Right now, Zillow seems lower, just about 1 point right now. 15 minutes, about 15 minutes since the market opened. So Zillow's lower. Remember, we longed Zillow at 114.92. We made about a point on it, and then we went long again at 118.14. Right now, it's at 116.67, and our stop order is at 114.27. Actually, about 2.5 points away from where it is right now. For Alibaba, we got in short 105.95. We have our stop order at 108. We have removed our stop order. Right now it's at 105.65, so we're up about 30 cents for that short. And Netflix, we got in short at 341.83. We have multiple stops. Our latest stop right now is at $339 a share. Currently, it's at 326.08. We got in short at 341.83. Remember, we're long 80 shares in Zillow. Well, our first trade we were long 80 shares. We're long 80 shares again in Zillow. We're short Netflix 100 shares, and we're short Alibaba 150 shares. And like I said, we're long Zillow once again 80 shares. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Courses available right now. Go to WorldTradingInstitute.com and reserve your seat today. Traders, looks like the market's headed lower once again. Zillow is probably doing the worst for us right now. Zillow is right now 115.75, down about 2.5 points, about 2% or so. However, right now Zillow, it looks like it's heading lower. Remember, we're long Zillow. We got in 118.14, and our stop order is at 114.27. We have to take this risk. Okay, it's about point and change from where it is right now. If it does stop us out, well, we picked up 80 shares and we're taking about 4 point risk, a little under that, and it comes out to a total of $310 if it hits us at the price that we get stopped out. Granted, since Zillow's more volatile, we'll probably get stopped out at a lower price of 114.27 or a higher price. Chances are usually when it hits a stop, it hits a lower price when it's volatile. But sometimes you have to take this risk. But remember, we're only long 80 shares, but you see you see buyers at level 2 for at least blocks of 100. Okay, you'll never see anything underneath 100 showing up on level 2. There might be order placed at that price if it's not a hidden order, but it won't show up on level 2 unless you make it non-share lot increments of 100. Okay, so what happens is if you do try to execute order, let's say at 155, and if somebody's selling 75 shares at 155, you get that 155 at 75 shares, and then the remainder wherever the market price is if you hit the market. And pause it here, provide you guys another update, but it looks like Zillow doesn't rebound here. We'll get stopped out of Zillow. But Netflix is looking good for us, and Alibaba still trying to continue going lower. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, 10:34 in the morning. We got stopped at a Zillow, I would say about 15 minutes ago or so, maybe 20 minutes ago. This bar right here, as you can see, it trickled down to as low as 114.25 and a third. Stop order was at 114.27. We got filled out at 125 and a third. I guess that was us. Okay, they stopped this out. They caught out stop, and we got stopped out right here. However, formed a hammer, and it seemed like this hammer, I'm not going to say it failed yet because the shadow needs to break where we got stopped out. If it does break here, I'll head lower. Now, what I didn't pay attention to this trade was there was that stop order was inaccurate by a point. I was supposed to take another point risk, meaning I should have picked up less shares so I can take that risk, but I was not paying attention. And this can cost you, and this happens to every trader. Every trader makes a similar mistake to this, regardless if you're profitable or not profitable. A trader makes sometimes these mistakes when they trail up their stops or when they enter stops. So our stop order was a penny below here, right? We got ticked out right here. Our original stop order should have been a penny below here, okay? Because it was not too far from each other, right? So you should have took the one that was right underneath it, right next to it, okay? You see, this is if you're an investor, you should take this type of risk, right? A penny below right here. You see there's a support right here, but why not take the stronger one, a penny below this bar, right? So that's what I mean by we entered our stop wrong. We didn't place our our stop correctly on this position. So we took about almost a 4 point risk on 80 shares, just under a 4 point risk, which came out to about 310 or so, and we made about about 320 we lost, and we made about $75 on Zillow prior long. So let's say we're down 240, okay? So we're down 240, let's say 250 we're down on Zillow. Okay, so we're down 250 on Zillow. Didn't go in our favor. Maybe will go in our favor. I just entered the stop price wrong, but it's soon to be determined over here. Okay, if it forms a new low for the day, chances are we got stopped out and we saved a couple of cents per share. Not waiting for it to stop us out a point below where it's at right now. For Alibaba trading sideways, remember we shorted Alibaba at 105.95. It's 105.55. We're still in the money. It looks like right here we have some resistance. Possibly I could trail down my stop. We'll see how that goes. For Netflix, take a look. Another new low right here for Netflix. It's down over 1.5%, over 5 points right now. And Netflix is heading lower. That's looking good for us. And remember, we're down about 250 points at Zillow. We're about break even on Alibaba. And remember, we have 150 shares short for Alibaba. For Netflix, we have 100 shares short. And remember, we shorted Netflix at 341.83, and right now it's 321.91. So it's about 20 points, right? We got it short 20 points higher at 341.83. And remember, we're short 100 shares, so that's 2 grand right there. So even we lost 250 on Zillow, right? We made 2 grand on Netflix. If we get out of position right now, we're not, but if we would get out, we would make 2 grand, and so we'll be in total profit of 1750 since this tutorial started. We're break even at Alibaba, so that's why I say 1750. If I get out over here for a small profit, a small loss, to me that's break even technically. Down $250 on Zillow. That's not break even. For me, anything under $100 is break even. Okay, and we're up 20 points on Netflix, going short, looking good, looking good. All right, so I'll pause it here. I'll provide you guys another update real soon. And remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Traders, Alibaba just formed a new high for the day at 106.66. Remember, our stop order is 108 flat. It's at 162 right now, 106.57. Its high was 106.87. Our stop order is at 108.00. We're pretty much, that's where our sell stop order, our buy stop order is for our short. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if it heads high. The Dow's up 80 points right now. Seems like it got a minor bull flag over here. But, also paying attention to this, it looks like it's trying to form support with this bar. So we'll see what happens moving forward. If it does stop us out, it's going higher. But there's still, 5 hours of trading left, so maybe it'll tick back down and confirm resistance. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, 11 a.m. flat right now, and it looks like the market's about to rebound and head higher. Dow's up 81 points. Take a look at Zillow, formed a nice strong green bar this out and headed. It seems like it provides some support to head higher. I believe this is honestly a long. Just enter our stop order at a not correct area, and like I said before. Prior to this recording in the same tutorial, but we place our stop order a penny below over here. We should have placed our stop order a penny below here. See how it's forming support? It's gonna, it's terrible. It's terrible. We got it long over here, right? We assumed this was the first support level. This was the second one, but we should have took this one because it was right next to that second one. That was my bad. That was a mistake on me. And, it cost me 320 bucks, so I'll learn my lesson for next time. And that will happen to a lot of traders, sometimes you really don't see it until it happens, and then you realize. Some traders will go back in long. That's perfectly alright. I've seen traders do that, especially when it's at support levels and take them out. It's pretty much the same price where they got out. That's fine. However, I'm the type of person where once it gets stopped out, I need to let it trade a little bit longer to see what it does, because I don't want to be right on my stop and then, long again and then it stops me out again. For me, there's no purpose in that. I'd rather be wrong, give some time, see how the trade unfolds, and then base my trade moving forward. Pause it here. It looks like Alibaba's trying to take us out. We have a stop order at 108. It's at 106.95, just about a point and a nickel away. Netflix just provided some type of support, short-term support, this 10-minute bar right here. So you can see a bounce movement up. I don't think it's going to cross the highs of the day, but it can cross to maybe till here, maybe until here or so. At most, I really think it'll just bounce up to around 326 and change before it heads lower. But we'll see. I'll post it here, provide you guys another update real soon. There's 11:21 in the morning, and the market, it went higher. My previous recording, it was up about 80 points. The Dow's now up 144 points. Nasdaq's up 13, and the S&P is up 15.5 points. So everything's leading higher right now. As you can see, Alibaba is following the markets, and it's at 107.33. Our stop order is at 108 flat. We might get stopped out.
or it might peak here. For Zillow, as you can see, it's pretty much flatline over here, confirms some type of support where it is. See the MAC histogram actually trying to get started stabilizing and heading up at this negative territory right now. However, we can see it maybe head lower. I don't think that's the case for Zillow right now. But we'll see. Time will tell. For Alibaba, I hope this is its top for the day and continues downward. That'll look healthy for us. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. If not, that's great. We're happy with it continuing to not taking us out, and we still have a chance to profit in the position. Netflix, it looks like it's forming a short-term bull flag right now, and it's at 322.53. It looks like a short-term bull flag, but yeah, it does look like a short-term bull flag, or maybe even a W wedge. I'm not sure if some people can see that, but I don't think it's gonna form a new high for the day. I think the high of the day is strong enough resistance. But I'm gonna pause it here and provide you guys another update soon. Traders, the Dow's up 223 points right now. It's 11:29 in the morning. You can see Netflix, bull flag, seems like it pulled through. Alibaba went to 107.68. I'll stop orders at 108. Hoping this is resistance right here. Let's see if it can trail back down. For Zillow, we got stopped out. We really don't care where it goes, but we hope it goes lower since we did get stopped out, right? For Netflix, look at the volume in this 10-minute bar right here. This is the volume. Look at this. This is the most volume in 10 minutes in not that many days. Okay? Well, it's more cluttered. Let's go to the 3-day. Okay? So this is what it did right here, this bar. You see? Over 80,000 shares traded. And look what it did. Alright? A lot of buyers stepped in there. We'll see what happens moving forward. I don't think this up move is going to last too long on Netflix. I believe it's still short. We'll see what happens. I'll pause it here and I'll provide you an update soon. The market's up 220 points. Nasdaq's 29. And the S&P is up 24 points. Traders, 11:45 in the morning. I'm providing you a lot of updates because there is a lot of action going on right now while we are short. The market is exploding. The market's up 212 points. It was up as much as, I believe, 130 and some change. And when I talk about the market, I talk about the Dow. That's the leading index of all the markets in the United States. So that's what I watch. Okay, so the Dow is pretty much exploded today at the morning. Now the afternoon's coming up, and we really want the Dow to start pushing back down. We need this push down. If it takes half of its profits back prior to the close, that's good for us, okay? I want to see it drop. I need to see it drop. If it does not drop, if it trades sideways, or if it continues going up, Alibaba will stop us out at 108 flat. It's at 107.48 right now. Okay, we're just about 50 cents away from getting stopped out. So we need this to pull back to come in right now. Same thing for Netflix. Netflix, it bounced. Remember when I said, oh, we maybe can see it go to 326 and some change? Well, it went to 326.50 here. So now I'm expecting it to go back down. I need the market to collapse so Netflix could flow through with it and not create a support level in this neighborhood area. I don't want to see support here. I just want to see it bounce and to trail down. What I want to do is I want to make sure I protect my assets. So I got to watch the markets real close right now. I got to see what the Dow's going to do. I really need to see it to tick down moving forward right now. It's 11:47 in the morning. The Dow's climbing down just a little bit, but this is nothing compared to its move this morning. So we'll see what it does, and I'll pause it here and provide you guys an update if we get stopped out, if the market goes higher, or if the Dow drops down. I'll be back soon. Traders, we're going to place our stop order on Netflix a penny above today's high just to secure some assets if the markets try to head back over. We'll readjust our stop sometime during the close if needed to be readjusted. But what I want to do is trail our stop right now on Netflix to secure some assets in case it breaks through and forms a new high today. Okay, so the high is 329.49. we're going to adjust it to 329.50, okay? From our original stop, that was 339 flat. So now we're adjusting it to 329.50. We're capturing another 950 per share over here, worst case scenario. But the market did go down 1 bar. I like to see it continue going down. I don't want the market, I don't want the Dow to stay above this big green bar. I want it to collapse, and this will help both Alibaba and Netflix to go lower as well. If that doesn't do that, well, they can continue trading sideways into upward momentum, stop us out at Alibaba at 108, and if it trades sideways in upward momentum, maybe we'll get stopped out. And if it does form a new high for the day, it could possibly bounce upwards to maybe about 340 before it continues to go down. So we want to make sure we capture some profits. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, 12:30 in the afternoon. Take a look what's going on. On the Dow, there's a hammer at support level right now. There's a hammer this is the hammer right here at support level. So we really want to see this support level, this hammer fail, and we want to see it lower, but this hammer at support level can indicate a bounce upward. Okay, so we really don't want to see that. We want to see it fail over here. If this does go upward, I'm pretty sure we're going to get stopped out of Alibaba. Netflix still behaving the way we want it to behave, but we have to see what happens here. I would say the key number for Netflix is to close above this, to close below this line right here for it to continue going lower. We'll see what happens here. I'll pause it right now, provide you guys an update soon. Traders, Zelman here right now. It's 1:03 in the afternoon, December 16, 2014. As you can see, the Dow closed below the support level. That's good for us. There could be another bounce moving forward. We have to see if it breaks 17,250. Right here, you see how Alibaba is trading sideways around this range. It'd be nice if a solid red bar closes under this mark. If it does that, it can head lower. It can help us out. It would be kind of beneficial for us. For Netflix, still looking good for us. It seems like it's at support, but the resistance is looking good for us. Remember, we are short Alibaba with a stop at 108, and we are short Netflix, and we place our stop a penny above today's high at 329.50. I'll pause it here. I'll provide you another update after the market close. I'm stepping away from the computer right now. You guys will receive an update soon. Traders, good evening. 10:21 in the evening on December 16, 2014. The market closed at 4 o'clock, and let's provide you an update. The stock market collapsed. The Dow actually dropped from its high of about 230 points all the way down by the market close, down 111, almost 112 points. Guys, that's a 350 plus downward move after its peak throughout the day, which happened at around 11:30 in the morning, and it collapsed ever since. Okay, now let's take a look what Netflix did. Netflix down $8 and change, almost $9, almost 2.75%. Okay, we placed our stop order a penny above today's high at 329.50 before I left. Before I left my computer. I had things to take care of, but I placed my stop orders and told you guys I'll provide you an update after the market closed. Look at Netflix. Look at this. It dropped so hard. And, well, it didn't drop so hard, but the market dropped so hard, and you can see Netflix deteriorating. It's a ticking time bomb, and it's just ready to drop. It's doomsday for Netflix. So be careful. Doomsday is approaching, and I can taste it's coming soon, and we're short. Okay? So right now, remember, we got in short Netflix at 341.83. We adjusted our stop to a penny above today's high at 329.50. But right now, it's at 318.30. Okay? So I want you guys to know right now we had 100 shares, right? So we're up about $2,300 on Netflix alone if we get out at this price. However, I believe there's more room to go. I believe, like I stated, Doomsday is approaching for Netflix, and I want to be in this bad boy and capture it while it's going down. All right, let's take a look at Alibaba. Alibaba shows a different picture, but we'll like to see what happens tomorrow at the opening. Alibaba is showing further support right over here. What it did today, tried to form support, but we want to see what happens here, because if the market continues to collapse early in the morning, at 9:30 when the market opens, hopefully we can take Alibaba down with it. Now, we have our stop order at 108 flat for Alibaba. I'm pretty sure that's an accurate stop order. If it takes us out, I believe it's going to go higher. So I'd rather be proven wrong and take me out. I'll take that $300 loss. And remember, we have 100 shares of Alibaba. We actually shorted it at 105.95, and our stop order is at 108. Excuse me, we have 150 shares, not 100. We have 100 shares short for Netflix. Okay, do apologize about that. So worst case scenario, we lose $300. If we're wrong, we're gonna have about $1.32 away. So I'm willing to see Alibaba perform higher, take me out, so I know I'm wrong. Otherwise, I'm still short in this position. I believe in every trade I get into, unless I'm proven wrong. Okay. Now let's go into Zillow. Okay, I'll put it Zillow up on the middle, right here in the middle. Oh, I actually spelled Zillow instead of typed in its ticker symbol. Okay, so for Zillow, look what happened today. I'm going to go back to the 10-minute one day, and just to give you an idea, this is the Dow. This is Zillow. Well, what happened here? This is Zillow. Let me just get all of this out of here. Okay, so remember, and I'm going to do this, remember about 2 or 3 recordings ago on the same tutorial throughout this morning today, when I noticed this happened at the markets, I stated for Zillow, BABA, and Netflix, hey, we need the market to collapse right now to actually not get stopped out of Alibaba. And Zillow we're out of. I just wanted to just show you this point. So you notice how over here I said, oh, it looks like there's going to be support. I probably placed my stop order at the wrong price. It could go higher and take me out. I should have entered my stop order at the correct price, which was, let me clear this up because this is a lot of gibberish right now, which was a penny below this one, right? Well, let's go to the 60-minute. Excuse me. The 60-minute. This will provide us a better understanding. Okay, so I said we should have placed our stop order a penny below this low. Remember, we got taken out right here, and our original stop order was right here. And I said, hey, if I place my stop order over here, it should have been an accurate stop order. If we got stopped out there, then it should go down. Guess what happened? It still went there and would have took us out, and we would have took a larger loss. What I've done earlier that wasn't the accurate stop, this should have been the accurate stop. The fact that it still went down, it just, I'm not going to say it was a form of luck, but this was not an accurate stop order. The fact that it went down to confirm that it was going down, this should have been the accurate stop order over here. Because you could even see that the tails, the buyers tried to step in, and if they would have held this up and the seller didn't come in over here and the market didn't collapse, it would have went higher. The fact that the market collapsed, it trailed down lower and broke through the second support level, indicating that Zillow could head lower moving forward. Okay. Now, let me just go back. Now, let's forget about Zillow. And I know this is a little too much right now, but, I'm just trying to provide you guys some free educational services right now. Now, this is Alibaba. You see how we have nothing but support over here on the 60-minute. And this is what scares me. I see a lot of things for Alibaba that can make it head higher. This is crossing its resistance right here on the 60-minute. But let's go to the 10-minute, and we're going to do a one-day real quick. And this looks like a huge reversal. Now, remember over here when the market was peaked, and I stated, hey, we need the market to collapse and break through this support level right here for it to go lower. Okay, and guess what? That's what it did. And I said if it trades sideways here or continues higher, it could stop us out. Remember, our stop order was at 108 flat. It flirted with as high as 107.68. Okay, so it was about 32 cents away from taking us out. What happened? The market started deteriorating. Alibaba traded sideways, but at the last 10 minutes, form some type of support right here. Now, the market looks like it's going to head lower, and that's good for our Netflix short. For Alibaba, I'm hoping it gaps down, or if it doesn't gap down, as the market opens up, I hope it heads lower in the beginning so it can push Alibaba down at the open and not stop us out and continue yeah, our trade positive and state that our short is on the right side of the trade. However, if it does stop us out, I'm pretty sure it's going to go higher. So our stop order, I believe, is the accurate price at 108 flat. Okay, and I'm pretty much, I believe I wrapped everything up. Oh, real quick, our stop order stays the same for Netflix, a penny above today's high at 329.50. Yes, we could adjust it, and I will adjust it sometime throughout the morning tomorrow. I just want to see what it does the very first 10 to 20 minutes. I want to see if it gaps down, gaps up. I just want to see what it does before we trail our stop down. For Alibaba, we got to let this bad boy ride and just hope the markets deteriorate at the open and make sure Alibaba does not hit 108 and confirms the resistance just below 108. So we'll see what happens tomorrow during trading hours on December 17, 2014. Once again, my name is Zelman. It's December 16, 2014, roughly 10:30 in the evening. Once again, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. The education services that you see in this tutorial, this is just a fraction of what you'll be learning at World Trading Institute. I am one of the instructors there. I will personally teach you guys how to invest and trade the right way, and hopefully you guys can be profitable such as myself. Courses are available. To receive a 10% discount on any course that you choose from, go to worldtradinginstitute.com, go to the checkout page, and type in the coupon code 2015. That's 2015. That's an additional 10% off the tuition. Feel free, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us at 1-888-TRADERS. That's a U.S. toll-free number. Or you can book an appointment on worldtradinginstitute.com. And myself or another individual will get back to you and try to answer all the questions that you may have for us. I'll start continuing this tutorial sometime tomorrow's trading hours. Have a great evening, everybody. And I hope you currently are enjoying this tutorial. And I really hope you guys will like to learn how to trade, and I will be your instructor in the near future.
Traders, good morning. 9:31 in the morning, December 17, 2014. And what's going on right now? Let's take a look at Alibaba. Gapped up, went to as high as 107.18 and a half, and now trailing down to 106.60. Remember, our stop's at 108 flat, so we would like to see it come down from here, and hopefully it does and confirms our stop order as the true resistance level. For Netflix, let's take a look right now. It's at 317.86. It's up 45 cents for the day. Not too bad for us right now. I believe doesn't look too bad. It looks good in our favor, but only time will tell. Remember, we want to see another down market movement. This is this little gap up right here where Netflix closed yesterday, and you see how it gapped up higher from its previous close at 4 p.m. yesterday. So we'll see how the markets treat us today. Remember, we're still short in Alibaba and Netflix, and right now, as we speak, the Dow is up 36 points, and Nasdaq's up 9.5, and the S&P is up 5.5, 6 points right now. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, 9:45 in the morning, December 17, 2014. The Dow's up 160 points right now. As you can see, for Alibaba, it's pretty much at the highs of the day. The high was 107.70. It's at 107.65. Remember, our stop order is at 108. We would like to see the sellers to come in here and push it down. Showing 107.65, 107.68, 107.90, 95. Oh, we're stopped out. Damn, and we got stopped out at 108.12. Oh, yeah. We got stopped out at 108.12. Alright, so we took a loss of about $350 loss right here on Alibaba. So we're down altogether about, I would say, $600 with Zillow and Alibaba. However, we still are in Netflix and we're still profitable. It's at 318.09 currently, but the spread is really big. It's about 35 cents or so per share. We'll see what happens moving forward with Netflix. We just got stopped out of Zillow, for Alibaba for loss, and it looks like resistance is playing a toll right now, and the Dow forming upside down hammer right below resistance. Well, if it forms that hammer, but we'll see what happens. Look at Alibaba now soaring. It looks like it's heading higher. Broke its downtrend, looking good. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. Maybe we'll jump in long Alibaba, try to get in at 107.20. But I'll pause it here, provide you guys an update too. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Traders, take a look at Netflix. It popped up when I stepped away. It came back. Remember, our stop order is at 329.50, so it looks like we got some little resistance over here. The buyers pushed this up, and I think it's because it was at support at 315. At 315 support, it went to 315.54, and then just shot up from the lows of today. So maybe a lot of people picked it up based on believing support's there. Support is there, and I'll show you when I back it up to the daily. Well, that doesn't look too good, and I agree with you, and that's why we're short, right? But let's go into the 200-day here. This is what I'm talking about, the support level. This is just, well, the support level is 311, but I think a better number is 315. I think that 315 is more accurate. Well, not more accurate. It's just, it's a better place to know if it's a key number. If that key number is hit, it'll go lower. And it seemed like traders understood that, and maybe a lot of investors, and started buying at that level, and hoping for a relief of Netflix from stop the continuation of a downward trend. However, um, there was news on Netflix as well, and at the same time, and I don't think it, created this move. I think this move was solely on buyers thinking it's at support levels, and that's why they jumped in. If it went under 315, I think a lot of owners will panic and will start selling. The fact is that they can double up at right above support. Seems like they did so. We'll see what happens moving forward, but I do not think it'll head higher. I think this is just a quick short-term bounce. Remember, our stop order is at 329.50. All right, just about 2 points from the highs of today, and we'll see where it moves moving forward. I'll pause here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, 11:10 in the morning, December 17, 2014. Take a look what's going on. We got somewhat a bull flag on the Dow. Downtrend broken. Oh, it looked like we got a reversal play for Alibaba. And it looks like we got a head and shoulders slash, well, it's a head and shoulders. We got a shoulder here, a head over here. And we have, I can't even say this is a bull flag. However, but we do have reversal play. The only thing I see on the upside right here, this is the only thing that's holding this. And I want to see a down tick right now and form an M wedge. I don't think that's going to happen. Remember, the high of the day is 327.15. It's 50. It's at 327.40 right now. Okay? I maybe just want to get out right now. Maybe even flip my order. So we'll see. Look at that new high. Look at that. That's a new high right there. And we maybe are going to get stopped up, but maybe flip the order. It's going to explode here. That's what it looks like it's going to do. So we just want to see real quick. But it looks like Netflix wants to pop here further, holding that 315 support level, bouncing off that low. And let me just see where it can go. 327, 47. Well, we're gonna have to see what it does here. Okay, just don't want to jump the gun too soon. I'll pause here, provide you guys another update. Remember, our stop order is at 329.50, just about 2 points away. Traders, 12:40 in the afternoon right now, and Netflix
went higher earlier today in the afternoon, peaked at 328.71. Remember, our stop orders at 329.50. Okay, and from there it trailed back down. It's at 325.18. This could be a form of support somewhere around here. We got to watch it closely. I would say right around here. We'd like to see that break. This is obviously another level of support right here, and this is its resistance level. Okay, so we want to see where it goes from here. I believe it's gonna head lower. I'm hoping for it to head lower. Up, you know, it was up as much as I believe like 12, 13 points at one time. It's up about 9 points. Like to see it trail back down over here, close maybe 321-ish or so. We'll see what happens. Remember, the market rallied at the open yesterday, right? And what happened in the afternoon? It deteriorated. What happened today? Market rally at the opening today about the same time. Into when? The afternoon. What happened? That's right. It dropped, right? So let's see if the same pattern will form today, right? Take a look. So yesterday, this is 9:30 in the morning. It went up from, now let me just go into cross here so you can see the time below. If you look below, you'll see the time 9:40 a.m. and you'll see to the left or to the right, or to the left or right, you'll see where it was at, okay? As far as what price the Dow was at, how many points it was up or down. All right, so this is 9:30 in the morning. From 9:30 in the morning, it shot up to 17,400. You see, it shot up to around 11:30, right? What happened then? From this 200 plus point up move, it went down negative 111. So not only did it take the 225 point loss, its gain that it made in the morning and wiped out all of its 225 point gain, and then it took another 111 points into the close. So it's about 350 point swing for the day or something like that, right? So today, we don't have a 250 point up move in the morning. However, we still have the similar up move. Was it at the open, went up, right? Similar up move till the afternoon, but it's not 250. It's about half, about 120 or so. And then from here, this is about 11:50, maybe noon right here. It peaked, right? 11:50. Where over here was 11:30. 20 minutes difference. 125 less points, 120 less points. Well, I shouldn't say 120. It was higher at one point. I believe it was maybe 160 or so, right? But not 170 or something like that. But nevertheless, right? It peaked over here at this level. I would say almost 20 minutes longer than it took yesterday. So we'll see what happens moving forward. Granted, the first peak happened over here, right? And the first peak happened over here. So we have to see if there's a rebound here. If there's a bounce upwards, then the trend has failed and the buyers are stepping in. However, if that doesn't happen and the trend continues like yesterday after up move to a market collapse, well, maybe we can see something similar today. Now, but pay attention because we see a different picture on Netflix over here, okay? Because even that happened yesterday. Netflix, it happened yesterday. Netflix, wasn't performing as well as yesterday. Remember, yesterday the market created a new high at the day around 11:20, and Netflix, it was one of the draggers in the index, and it around 11:20 didn't do that, didn't form a new high, but this is 11:30. It peaked and formed the resistance over here. You see, this was its high at the open, but around 11:30 it was a lower high approaching, not like a high at 11:20 of the day for the Dow, right? It trailed back down and then it crashed, and you know what? The market crashed as well. Today it's a different picture. It seems like they're more behaving similar, okay? Where Netflix didn't form a new high at 11:30. It formed a newer lower resistance yesterday. where today it seems like they're paying attention to one another. They're behaving together, so we'll see what happens. It also looks like there's a lot of support for Alibaba over here. I like to see this is a lot of support. Let me just go into the guidelines real quick. Let me show you. This is one level. This is two levels. So not even. And yeah, I guess that's good. We can make this even higher, but well, that's one too many. All right, and your stop order should be below this shadow. They should allow to make different color trend lines. You know, each color is different. I mean, you could change the color trend line, but it's annoying to change one color at a time. I want each color trend lines to represent something different that I understand. For example, red means no, green means yes, yellow means dangerous, you know, so on and so forth. So I could understand it better than looking at all these lines. Color coding, you know, I guess it provides better mind recognition, right? Like I can capture, understand things quicker if I see it differently than see everything the same. Okay? Well, you know, that's my belief. And we'll see what happens here. I'll pause it here. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. Sometimes trading gets really boring. Okay? It does. You know, sometimes it's a very boring profession when you have something that's not doing nothing all day and you're sitting in front of the computer. Most of the people that take a course with myself, I tell them to have a day job. Not because you're not gonna, you know, make money trading. I'm not telling you you don't need a day job because you're gonna be trading. I think you can trade the markets and work during the day. And I'll explain why. All the positions I hold is at least 2 days to 2 weeks, right? You guys see it in all the tutorials. You could just enter your orders correctly, place your stop orders correctly, based on the trading tactics I give you. Go work throughout the day. Check your trade maybe once, two, 3 times a day, and adjust your stop every night when you get home. Guess what? I'm pretty sure you're going to do a lot better than individuals you know as far as income wise. Okay? Why? Because your mind is stable. You got a job. You don't have to worry about making money in the markets to support yourself. When you got a job, it provides you confidence of knowing you can pay your bills. Investing in the stock market provides you confidence of knowing what you know what you're doing. So, for example, if you was able to make $100,000 trading the stock market, right, a year, and you was able to make $100,000 while you were working a year, why wouldn't you do both? You really do not need to stay in front of the computer and trade from 9:30 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. You really don't have to. Enter your trade. If you see something the night before you're interested, you want to get into it, enter your stop order correctly, and go do your work. Whatever it is that have been feeding you prior to trading. Go do it. Noon comes, lunchtime, take a look at what it's done. Okay? 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the market close, take a look at what it's done. If you're not getting out of position, that's fine. You want to trail up your stops, that's fine. You want to wait till after the close, that's fine. Making sense? And guess what? You're still making the money you've been making prior to making some more money trading the markets. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update. Remember, coupon code 2015. Save 10% on any course that we have available. Reserve your seat today at worldtradinginstitute.com. Traders, 10 minutes ago, the Dow created a new support level. Just going to put it right over here, show you what that looks like. This time frame is about to close in the next minute or so. This time frame right here for each bar. okay, for each remaining bar at the end. So we'll see what happens moving forward. We're still short in Netflix, and we'll see what happens. Remember, our stop order is 329.50. Netflix shot up, I believe, over 13 points today, and now it's about 10 and a half points. It's up 10 and a half points right now, over 3% for the day. See what happens moving forward. I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, right now it's any man's game in every stock and every index pretty much. Okay, so if it goes higher here, if the Dow goes to 17,250, we can see the market go higher. If the Dow goes under 17,200, we can see the market, excuse me, not 17,200, 17,190, we can see the markets go lower. Okay, I'll pause it here, provide you guys another update soon. Traders, it looks like Netflix is heading higher. It's at 329 flat. Remember, our stop is at 329.50. It's up almost 13 points. Look at this. We took a $1,300 risk on Netflix. Yesterday I said that I just wanted to see what it would do the very first 10-20 minutes. And this was 20 minutes, right? If I had adjusted my stop order, this would not happen to me and I would have captured some more profits. It has, and now I'm risking whatever it did yesterday, right? I'm risking a penny above yesterday's high at 329.50, and looks like it's trying to break that right now and could head higher. It seems like it has some room to run after it stops me out if it breaks through my stop order. As you can see, the Dow trying to create an upward trend. You see buyers keep trying to step in, but sellers keep coming back. It's a little choppy, but eventually it's going to go one way or the other. And the same thing with Alibaba. It seems like it's stabilizing here, even though it looks like it's in a downward trend right now. It's stabilizing around the support area. And when I'm talking about downward trend, I'm talking about the 10-minute time frame I'm seeing for today. Okay. However, it keeps forming support at the same exact level, so it's trading sideways, and eventually, I believe it looks like it can go either way. Earlier today, it looked strong as a buy. Right now, it looks more bearish, but it's still in a trading range. It's hard to determine. I wouldn't determine it, and I'll show you the trading range. So you see this first support level, the very first first white trend line, guideline. That's the correct support level. Now let me make a trend line for you and show you what that looks like. Okay, so whichever way it breaks, I believe that's the way it's gonna go. So we'll see what happens. It could head higher. Um, this is what is known as a bear flag because it's trending downward and not upward. Upward trend is a bull flag. Okay, so we just got stopped at a Netflix, 329.50. We're out. Okay, remember we got in at 341.83 and we got out 329.50. So we got about $1,300 or so, and we lost about $550, $600 on Netflix. Not Netflix, on Zillow and Alibaba altogether. So we create a profit of about $700, right? So we'll see what happens moving forward. I'll pause it here. I'll stop this tutorial here. Actually, let's see what happens with Alibaba. And you know what? I'll start another recording looking at Alibaba and Netflix, and we'll take it from there. I'll stop this tutorial and I'll broadcast this tutorial. This tutorial took effect starting December 9th, 2014 till December 7th, December 17th, 2014. Okay, and remember this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com. This tutorial, I'm not satisfied with it because we had a few losses here and we did not enter our stop order. I did not trail my stop order as I should and capture more profits on Netflix. Because if I walked out with a $2,500 profit in 2 weeks, that's not bad. Walking out with $700, it's better than walking out negative. But That's part of trading. It happens, and don't worry, there'll be several more tutorials after this one. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by WorldTradingInstitute.com.